Do you always confuse on how to choose the correct option for true, false or not given type questions in the IELTS reading test? So don't worry, today here I'm going to tell you about some major tips which may definitely help you to get a good band score in the IELTS reading test. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, we will discuss about that every situation due to which our answer gone wrong, along with the answers, and then I will give you the real tips that will definitely help you to get a higher band score in the IELTS reading test. Now let's look at the major problems or situations when we got confused and choose the wrong answer. So first situation might be sometimes we choose the wrong answer because we just focus on words or read only the half information. For example, the question says, Rohan is a good player and wants to become a cricketer. And the paragraph says, Rohan plays very well. His teacher oftenly says him that he might become a cricketer. What's the confusion in both of these? The question says that Rohan is a good player and paragraph also says that Rohan plays very well. But it's clearly written in the question that he wants to become a cricketer, but the paragraph says that his teacher says this thing, so here is no any information regarding what he wants to become, what's his aim, or what's the motive of his life. So the answer would be not given. Before moving to the further situation, I want to make it clear to you that if the given information in the question completely matches with the given information in the paragraph, then the right answer would be true. If the given information in the question completely opposite to the given information in the paragraph, then the right answer would be false. And finally, if there is only the half or no any information in the paragraph related to the question, then the right answer would be not given, and in the situation that we have discussed, the same thing has happened. Now let's move on to the second situation. It happens sometimes when we read words and synonyms as well as, but forget about a most important thing. For example, the question says, my aim is to become a doctor because my father always tells me that you can become a best doctor. The paragraph says, my father oftenly says to me that you may become doctor a day. I also want to become a doctor as the doctors can save lives of the people. Although the words and synonyms are the same, but the main thing which is the idea that is different. Now let's cut out the question. The first part of the question says that my aim is to become a doctor, and the other part is the reason behind the first part, that is because his father tells. And the paragraph says a different thing, but the words are the same at some times, but if we look at the idea, then the reason behind that he wants to become a doctor is different, because as means reason. So the answer for the question is false. The third situation is sometimes when all the words, synonyms and idea also be matched of both the question and the paragraph, but still the answer gone wrong. But why? It is because sometimes the main need of the question may be ignored by us, and it can change the idea of the question completely, due to which the answer would be wrong. But how? So here is the example. The question says, Radha oftenly says to Rani that she can never become a dancer. Sakshi was listening to the conversation of Radha and Rani, and she says that Radha was telling to Rani that she would not become a dancer is written in the paragraph. The conversation was ongoing for just a time, and it is about past according to the paragraph. But the question says that Radha oftenly says to Rani, it is about present and happens sometimes. It means here is no any information regarding the present in the question. So the right answer is not given. Now it's time to be familiar with some real tips to solve the confusing IELTS reading test. So the first tip is to read the instructions really very carefully. You should have to write only one word or 2 or 3 words for blanks. You must have to find and write the answer according to the instructions given above the questions. Otherwise, your answer could be wrong. If there is written in the instruction that you have to write true, false, or not given, you cannot write yes, no, or not given. You must have to write that is clearly written in the instructions, and this rule applies on every type of question. Second tip is read the question really very carefully before reading the paragraph. You can read the paragraph's title, that what it is about, but after that, first of all, read the first and the second question as well. The third tip is underline the keywords, the words that can never be changed, like school, park, gym, and so forth. These keywords will help you to find out your right location where you can find your right answer. The fourth tip is to be familiar with the words written in the question related to which words synonyms can be used or written in the paragraph. The fifth tip is to find the main asking of the question, that what question is demanding specifically from you. What is the main asking of the question? The sixth tip is to use the method of finding and understanding. Find the location of the answer for the particular question in the passage through the keywords, and after that understand the question's demand and understand the information that is written in the paragraph related to that question. Understand the similarity and difference between both the question and written information in the paragraph for finding the right answer for the particular question. The seventh tip is to match all the keywords, synonyms, and the idea of the question with the paragraph. The eighth and the last tip is to write the answer carefully in the capital letters by looking after the instructions and pass more time on the answer sheet after removing all of your confusion from your mind. If you have some questions in your mind still yet, then you can ask me and I will try my best to solve out your doubts and confusions. So now it's enough for today. See you soon. Bye bye.